Hello friends, I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed. How is your day today? I hope you're doing well. I hope is things going good? I speak good today. Check this thing out. This is a microphone. This is a very heavy microphone, and I forgot I had it until today. It completely skipped my mind that this existed in my life. This is a Western Electric model 630A. It was called the 8-ball back in the day, according to my cursory, let me put that back on, my cursory internet sleuthing. This was a studio grade microphone that was like a broadcast microphone, broadcast level microphone. And it was given to me years ago by a very good friend who I needed a harmonica mic, and this was a really good harmonica mic because I could hold it easily in my hand cupping while playing, and it wasn't this thing. It's actually very, very heavy. This is like a cast steel or iron case, but it's a very, very cool little microphone. It's a little bit odd because this is not a standard XLR plug. I guess this was called a WE or Western Electric plug. It was like a proprietary plug for them, and I have no clue what this is. This is probably some sort of PA systems input or something. But I never actually used this to play. I forgot I had it, and then I was working on the new show, and I thought, oh, I could use that old mic for the new show. Because if I'd have thought of that years ago, it probably would. I wouldn't have bought this. I would have used this. I like the idea of having like I don't know. That's just aesthetics. No, this is the actual microphone that I'm using, but it's also a set. Part of the set. So this might be a part of the new set if I can get it working. The thing is, I don't know how this is wired up. So I need to make sure that it works with whatever I plug it into. And I don't know, I might clean it up. I might leave it like it is. I think this was originally black. From all the pictures I can see, this was black. And I believe this was originally chrome, and it has some of this green paint on it. So I think somebody's tried to paint this over the years. But anyway, I'm telling you all this because I am working on the new show, and I wanted to talk to you about it. I haven't told you much about it yet. Other than that, it was something I wanted to do. I haven't told you much because I have that personality type where in telling somebody that I'm going to do something, I get the full, there's a piece of rubber hose in here. I get the reward of telling you that I'm going to do something just from telling you, and then I don't have to actually do it. So I'm going to try to avoid that, and so I'm not going to tell you everything. But I'm really excited about the show. I'm obviously working on the show because I remembered I had this thing and I need to dig it out. Check this out. I don't know if you can. I'll zoom in digitally. It'll be terrible looking. But if you can see that, there's only 2 wires in here. Standard XLR is 3 wires. You have a positive and a negative and a ground. Unless these brass screws are transmitting into this brass plate. That must be what's happening. So I have to figure out how to wire this thing, and I'm going to assume that middle pin is the ground, and then I can see the red and black, so positive. But anyway, okay, let me put this aside. We'll talk about that later. The new show's coming along, and I still have a whole lot of energy for it. I'm still continuously thinking about it and working on it internally and externally. I mean, externally, I'm obviously working on this piece right now. I'm working on the set. This show will have a set, and it won't be in here. I'm not positive where the set will be yet, but it'll probably be in this adjacent room. It's gonna. I mean, I'd throw up a couple sheets of drywall and do a little bit of work, but nothing. I can do all that in a weekend. So whenever I'm ready to launch the show, in earnest, that's the word I meant to say. We'll put that together pretty quickly. But I wanted to talk to you about the show because I've been kind of cryptic about it, telling you that I'm going to do this show, and I need your opinion on something. So let me give you the gist of the show. The show will be a sort of a newsy type thing, a sort of a investigative type thing, a sort of science-y, let's learn stuff type thing. But instead of me teaching, instead of me being the authority, it's going to leave off with me asking questions. It's going to leave off with me saying, what do you think about that? Or something to that effect. The idea is that I would like to form a community of not necessarily investigators, but just people, like-minded people who enjoy learning, who enjoy experience, and who want to look into things with me and figure stuff out and talk about it here on the show and also online. And the part that I need your help with is the online part. I have a logo designer working on the logo right now, which is going to be a part of the set piece also. When that's done, I'll probably do a build video for that. I have, obviously I'm working on equipment right now. I'm working on a website right now. And that's where I need to know, should I stop working on the website? In my mind, the way that I envision this working is I pick topics based on user input, hopefully, eventually. Obviously, in the beginning, there won't be any user input, and I'm just going to have to go for it. But my hope is that, I get a core group of people like you who watch me every day, who will watch those episodes and kind of help suggest new topics, help give answers, who will participate in the process. That's my hope and dream. Obviously, I have no expectations of this thing being successful, but to me, successful it will be if I can have another 50 to 100 people every day coming back and helping me through all of this. Not necessarily every day, whenever I post, every episode. And I need a place to communicate with those people that's not in video comments, because there's going to have to be some way to curate ideas prior to me filming episodes, to collect materials prior to me filming episodes, to talk about the show in a way that is quickly responsive, that isn't just tied to a particular episode, but it's tied to the show as a whole. So, here's my thoughts, and here's what I need to know from you. The way I see it, I have two options. One is I build a website with some sort of forum or just a participation area where users can submit ideas or comment on already submitted ideas. I can do that on a website standalone, or I can do that on a subreddit. I'm not sure the pros and cons of each, and that's why I want to ask you. If I do it on a site of my own, my intention would be to allow people to log in and post. People who log in can post ideas, but anybody can comment. So that way, you don't even have to be a registered user. You can just show up and leave comments. Because I don't want to close the door to anybody who can't. Who doesn't have a YouTube subscription, who doesn't have a Reddit subscription, who's not on Facebook, who's not. I want to be as anonymous, as open as possible with this thing. So, do I build that website or do I put it on Reddit? That's what I want to know. Comments down below. Let me know what you think. We'll talk more about the show very soon. It's chugging along. It's going to happen. So I'm excited, and I hope to see you on Monday. I have a busy weekend. Soccer all day tomorrow. Literally, I think we have 4 or 5 soccer games tomorrow. We're going to a tournament. We'll see what happens. Thank you for being here, as always. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Hey, Doc, wait! I want to ask you something.
Today's random fact comes from Wales.com. That's WALES.com. Why is the leek the national symbol of Wales? Didn't know that. According to legend, Saint Davis advised the Britons on the eve of a battle with the Saxons to wear leeks in their capes so as to easily distinguish friend from foe. This helped to secure a great victory. Today, Welsh people around the world wear leeks on St. David's Day. Interesting. They wear like actual leeks or just like representations.